you don't want to be in a room by yourself for most of your life, accomplishing fake things in fake worlds.
Man, I can tell you as a father of girls, we've been praying for their future husbands since before they were born. And it's our greatest desire that they would be blessed in relationships with real godly men. And so like we've been praying that the Lord would be preparing those men all along.
Yeah.
But we can't also forget that it's our job as parents to be doing that for our boys. And it's even our job as men in the church to be laying that foundation and setting that example for the other men in the church.
100%. Guys are completely adrift in our culture.
Yeah.
Completely have no clue what they're supposed to be doing. And as a result, I think that's a big part of, you look at the deaths of despair, you look at drug addiction, suicides, what am I here for? So the easiest thing in the world to do is just to throw yourself into video games and porn.
Right.
That's what guys do. And honestly, if there's not a larger vision, it's tough to say no to stuff. You have to love something more. You have to have a picture of what you could be or what I'm supposed to do that's life-giving. Otherwise, this is a horrible atmosphere to be in, to be a man. Horrible. Yeah. Who am I?
Right.
So it doesn't surprise me to see what we see with guys, especially in their 20s, but all across the board, honestly.
Yeah. You talk about 6 decisions that men have to make. One of them being forsake the fake and relish the real. What do you mean by that?
Well, without guilting guys, we've got enough guilt trips, but I do talk about pornography. I do talk about video games specifically.
Yeah.
Like with video games, I will tell people I love video games. Like the problem is they're too darn awesome. They're too fun. They're literally so much fun. So they pay off with dopamine hits. And you can sit there for 12, 16 hours. I can. Like I've grown up with video games too, but it's like, that's not who I want to be.
Right.
So the problem is with supernormal stimulation is what I talk about. Like pornography and video games can give you more of a hit than just normal life. And so what it does is it makes the rest of life boring by comparison, because you don't level up every day or every time, like at work or whatever. It doesn't pay off like that. But you don't want to be in a room by yourself for most of your life, accomplishing fake things in fake worlds.
Yeah.
Or with fake relationships in your head that actually didn't exist. It was just pixels. Nobody wants that.
Right.
So what I try to tell young guys too, I ask the question, let's say there's a guy, I call him Jake. Let's say he is in his room and he just throws himself into his video stuff. And he's not hurting anybody, but, is that okay? His mom and dad bring him food. He's happy. Is that okay? And most people would say, yeah, as long as he's happy, he's not hurting anybody. But the truth is, he is hurting people.
Right.
Because we needed him.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, we needed his gifts and talents, and he's not giving them. Like the world would have benefited from him being who he's supposed to be as a keeper of the garden, but he didn't show up.
Right.
So yeah, people are being hurt by this stuff. So that's what I'm getting at, without it being a guilt trip, but just to say, this is not who we want to be. Like there's something much better.
This episode of Rapid Response was brought to you by CTC Math. Visit them at ctcmath.com today.